So today I got to double up on appointments. The first one I set is for my Pittsburgh client. Turns out I reached out to a manufacturing company and they're dealing with an MSP in India who isn't quite living up to their standards. So they're working with about 20 users and one server on site, and I'm confident about the solutions we'll be able to bring to them next week. And the second appointment I set is for my client in Indianapolis. It's a large financial services company, and they are working with about 70 users and only one IT person on staff, so I'm sure we can be of much help to them going forward.
Set an appointment with a new IT director at a prep school, about 200 users. He actually is just kind of getting acclimated to the role, has nothing in place as far as vendors go, and he's excited to kind of learn more about us and how we can support him. So, meeting set up for Friday, and we're excited to talk with him.
I got one from a guy down in Lubbock. It was a unique call. I actually took over a pipeline from a gal beginning of this year, and it was a lead no interest from early last year where the girl said they're under contract till June of 2023, followed up April, and it's something they're actively looking at. They're maybe not make a change completely, but they are looking to compare apples to apples. For now, it's about 50, 60 users. They have one physical server on premise, and one of the key things I've started asking in my appointments have been how much of your workforce has been working remote, just so we know how many people have to virtually access the servers and all that. But for the most part, they're fully back in the office. It's going to be a Teams meeting for next week. It's a really, really good one.
Alright, so I got one for my client out in Richmond today. A little smaller, 9 users. They have an MSP, but they're always looking for more options, so they want to see what we have to offer, and hopefully we can be competitive with it.
Yeah, so big day for my software company for appliance stores. First 3 calls of the day. Called 3 appliance stores, and they all said, yeah, they're actually actively looking for software right now. So we're going to go ahead and make them a comparison video so they can compare apples to apples, follow up with them in a few weeks, and see if we can make something happen. So it should be pretty good ones.
So I set my first appointment for my IT client out in Colorado Springs. It was a doctor's office. They got 6 users, just one location. So they were having some issues with their cloud-based servers, with their laptops, printing and scanning. Was able to get a meeting set up for this Thursday, so it should be a pretty good one for my first IT appointment.
All right, so got an appointment today for my client in Arkansas. This is a decent-sized manufacturer, about 30 workstations. They have a break-fix solution in place right now, but the guy is actually retiring soon. So he wants to meet to have that backup option when that does happen. And it seems like he's had a lot of issues in the past. They had a fire actually a couple years back, and the server went down, and he said he was not prepared like he wanted to be. And they actually had a ransomware attack about 10 years ago as well. And so he wants to especially take a look at our security package that we have and possibly put that in place. So it sounds like a really good meeting. My guy's already excited about it, so we're actually meeting with them in person on Wednesday. So a pretty quick turnaround on the meeting, and going to go in there, show him what we can do for him, and maybe just definitely be that backup option, but maybe he is ready to move sooner than he thinks. So we'll see what happens.
So I actually got 2 appointments today from my clients out in Hayesville, Kansas. Looks like we got an inspection, and we also got another one that's like a monthly service. But I'm super excited to see what we get out of this.
Hey, just set an appointment with a solar company in Seattle. Very interested in partnering up for us to help our sales reps get out there and close some business.
Got another one today for my roofing client in Indy. Called over to a storage facility. They have 27 shingle roof buildings that are looking pretty weathered. So we are going to send my guys out and see if we can help them out. So it should be a pretty good one.
2 appointments today, one for my client in Kansas City and another for my client in Daytona Beach, Florida. The Kansas City one, the guy called in, I had left my information with them, and he was having some roof issues, some blow-offs of shingles, and some other damage. So give me a call. I wanted to set up a time for that one, so got it set up. And then the other one was a work order that came through via email to my client in Daytona Beach, and they picked it up. They got it scheduled themselves. So yeah, just